Star Stable Online. This is the game that has brought us all together, and probably why you're watching this video. It's a game, and like every other game, it has its pros and cons. But I'm not here to talk about the game we already know so much about. I'm here to talk about what happened before. What happened before SSO, and where the story began. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the backstory to Star Stable Online. Before I begin, I just have to point out that all the video footage you will see in this video, apart from SSO, belongs to Esmeralda Silverforce from this channel. Since I don't have the games I will be talking about, I asked and she very kindly gave me permission to use her material, so don't forget to check her out. Grab your popcorn guys, for it's time for a history lesson. Star Stable Online is not the only game about the mysterious island of Jorvik. There are actually 4 games that takes place on Jorvik. These games are called Starshine Legacy, Star Academy, Star Stable and Star Stable Online. And we are going to start from the very beginning. 2005, 2 companies called Hidden Entertainment and Pixel Tales produced 4 games in a series called Starshine Legacy. These 4 games are divided into episodes and are called Episode 1, Mystery of the Soul Riders, Episode 2, Secret of Pine Hill Mansion, Episode 3, Legend of Pandoria, and Episode 4, The Riddle of Dark Core. In these games, we enter the world of Jorvik for the first time, and in each episode you play as a different character. Characters we know very well of, however. In Episode 1 you play as Lisa, in Episode 2 you play as Linda, in Episode 3 you play as Anne, and in Episode 4 you play as Alex. I'm going to make a little summary of each episode, so here we go. In Episode 1, Lisa arrives to Jorvik to begin a new life. In the first day of school, she meets Linda, Alex and Anne. Later the same day she enters the Jorvik stables and meets Herman for the first time. He tells her about a horse called Starshine that's sick in some way. When Lisa approaches him, she can suddenly hear Starshine's voice inside her head, and he's telling her she's making him stronger. Just a few moments later, Lisa is to ride Starshine in the paddock in front of a little audience. But when it all goes good, Starshine suddenly falls to the ground, sick and tired. They manage to get him inside the stable, and Herman is convinced Lisa has some sort of magical gift that lets her communicate with Starshine. When he says she should try and help him, she sends out a healing force to Starshine, but when suddenly Mr. Sands gets closer, Starshine immediately gets worse. Lisa then heads back to the school where Linda has made some sort of discoveries about a company called the Dark Core. In every article she has found, Mr. Sands strangely appears in everyone, even if it differs more than hundreds of years between them. Anne suddenly calls Lisa and tells her that Starshine is gone. After finding a clue at the Jorvik stables, Lisa runs off to a place called Ridgemore Dig Site to rescue Starshine, which turned out to be kidnapped. After sneaking into the dig site, Lisa finds Starshine and they flee when Mr. Sands suddenly shows up. A wild chase later, they escape. But it appears that they are not alone in the forest. They are chased by a cloaked rider. Another chase happens, and when Lisa and Starshine jumps over a big abyss, the cloaked rider refuses to follow. When Lisa and Starshine continues forward, they find a large glade with mystical glowing inscriptions on the ground. The inscriptions show 4 girls and 4 horses, and they resemble her and Starshine as well as Linda, Anne and Alex with their respective horses. Lisa and Starshine then leaves to find a way home. The next day, Lisa is competing against Sabine and her horse Can in a competition. Lisa wins of course, and Sabine is furious. The episode ends with the camera circling around the secret Stonehenge while a text is being shown on the screen. In episode 2, we start off with Linda having a lot to do in school, a few weeks later after the events in episode 1. Linda just wants to go to the stable and ride Meteor, but is given task after task by a teacher. When she gets the task to complete an essay about the landmarks of Jorvik, Linda watches one of the cabinets with the school's prizes and awards. She sees a moonstone from the old Pine Hill Mansion and as well a photo of a person who resembles Mr. Sands from the 1920s. She gets curious about Pine Hill because of the photo of Mr. Sands and asks Herman about it later at the stables, but he nervously says that she has to stay away from that place since terrible things have happened there. Right after talking to Herman, she receives a vision of a building she believes is Pine Hill. When Linda later meets Lisa and Starshine at the arena, they discuss Pine Hill and decides to check it out. Linda then proceeds to practice in the arena, but is later received by another vision, this time by a bomb that's exploding in a dam. Later the same evening, Linda and Meteor arrives at the Pine Hill mansion. Linda sneaks inside the mansion after she got a text from Lisa saying she got stuck in the greenhouse. When the girls reassemble, they hear how Mr. Sands and two Dark Core dudes are talking on the outside. They're talking about a bomb and that they are going to get Herman. Since Herman doesn't have a phone with him, the girls hurry to their horses and a chase against the bad guys begin to get to the stables. They get there before Dark Core and the girls rushes inside to tell Herman. After some talk, he suggests that Linda should visit the mysterious glade in the woods. She does as she is told, and there she, and we the players, meet Fripp for the first time. He tells her about her powers, and when Linda gets another vision with the exploding bomb, Fripp tells her that she has to go there and stop the upcoming disaster. Linda and Meteor arrives at the dam at the dawn. After dealing with a lot of obstacles, they reaches the bomb, which is about to blow, but Linda defuses it in the last second. The next day she is competing against Sabine, and is victorious just like Lisa was. The episode ends at the secret Stonehenge with a new text shown on the screen. In episode 3, a photographer has arrived at the school to find a model for Glamour number 5, and Anne would really like to be a model. She finds photographer Derek and also her rival, Jessica. Derek takes some photos of Anne, while Jessica makes some weird faces in the background. With some help from Lisa and Alex, they get rid of Jessica so Anne can take her pictures without disturbance. Derek, however, feels like something's missing, and Anne invites him to the Jorvik stables to take pictures of her and her horse Concord. Once at the stables, Anne and Concord does a dressage program while Derek is taking photos of them. When Anne has dismounted, Derek asks if he can take some photos of Jessica and Concord. Anne says yes, but when Jessica approaches Concord, he falls to the ground. After getting Concord into the stables, Lisa tries to heal him, but it doesn't work. They decide that Anne should go and visit Fripp and ask for advice, when it now appears like Concord's soul is gone. When Anne is making her way to the grove, she gets an MMS from Lisa with a picture of her and Concord, but she has some sort of aura around her head, and Concord has wings. After some trouble, Anne finally makes it to the grove and meets Fripp for the first time. He explains that he has been the Soul Rider's friend for a long time, and that she has to go to Pandoria to save Concord's soul. Before he disappears, he tells Anne that she has to walk over the path of the winds and into the portal to reach Pandoria. When Anne finally reaches Pandoria, she has to avoid shadow creatures just like the ones we've seen in SSO and solve puzzles. There are also a lot of mystical inscriptions and statues that's oddly familiar. But in the end she finally finds Concord, and together they ride back to the path of the winds to come back to the normal world. When they're finally back in the real world, Concord's soul has returned to his body. The quartet confronts Derek about the mystical pictures he's been taking, and he admits that he's on a secret mission from the government. His camera can take pictures that show supernatural things, like the one on Anne and Concord. Derek tells Anne that it's of utter importance that he gets back the pictures that was stolen from him earlier by Dark Core, because they show Anne and Concord's most inner essence. And if Jessica and Mr. Sands get their hands on those photos, they can control Anne and Concord. Linda, who had left the stables a bit earlier, calls Anne and tells her that she saw Jessica step into a car that was heading towards Dark Core's oil platform. Anne and Concord heads to the oil platform, and they find Mr. Sands and Jessica standing in front of a huge portal, trying to summon Jessica's ally. Anne and Concord confronts the evil duo, and it all ends with Concord turning around and kicks both Mr. Sands and Jessica through the portal. Soul Rider and Horse then heads back home to tell the others about the events. The next day, they are about to compete in the big dressage competition. When the competition is finished, with Anne as the winner of course, Derek tells her that when he was taking photos of Alex's horse, Tin Can, his camera reacted again, which states that everything isn't quite over yet. Once again, the episode ends with the secret Stonehenge and a text. Episode 4 begins with Alex getting a detention from Mrs. Graham because of bad behavior. During her detention, she also has to write about Jorvik's mineral resources, although she has to get to her brother, James, that has gotten into trouble. With some help from Linda, Alex gets to her brother and saves him from Buck. But Katja, Buck's older sister, immediately comes to his defense and challenges Alex in the Scarecrow Hill race. Alex accepts and they decide to meet after school. The same afternoon, Alex and Tin Can make their way to the place where the race will start against Katja and her horse Stalker. Before the race is about to begin, Tin Can suddenly speaks with Alex in her head and tells her that something's wrong with Katja and the race. During the race, Alex is in the lead all the way, but on the way back they can't see Katja anywhere. Due to a fallen tree on the road, they have to take a different route back to the beginning of the race. When they make it back, Katja is there with an apple in her hand, which was the object they were supposed to get at the top of Scarecrow Hill. Alex is confused because she didn't see Katja at all during the whole race back. Katja says that they should stop fighting and give James a kiss before leaving. Next day, Alex is in the stable and is convinced that Katja cheated in the race. Suddenly, Alex's mother calls and tells that James is gone. Alex gets terrified and goes to talk with the other girls. Linda then shows her a vision where Katja has kidnapped James and wants Tin Can in exchange for him at Devil's Gap. After talking with Herman about the matter, he says that Alex should go and talk with Fripp in the secret Stonehenge. Alex does so, and Fripp reveals that she is the 4th Soul Rider. He explains that she is the warrior of the Soul Riders and teaches her to use her dangerous Soul Strike. Alex then makes her way back to the school's library. There, after retrieving Linda's stolen books, Linda shows some pictures and legends she has found during her research. Lisa is then calling and tells that her dad had to go to one of Darkhold's platforms to work on something called the Garnock Project. Alex decides to go to the platform in an attempt to find out what's going on. When she's finally there, she gets inside and sees Mr. Sands heavily wounded after being sent into the portal by Anne and Concord in the last episode. Alex uses her Soul Strike on everyone in the room before reaching for a book they've been guarding. She gets the book and rushes out to Tin Can, who's waiting on the beach. In safety, she looks at the book and realizes the book is about Pandoria's ancient codes and laws. After that, Alex goes to Devil's Gap, where she meets Katja, Buck and James. Alex challenges Katja after the codes of Pandoria to make her let go of James. Katja chooses Buck as her fighter, and Alex wins. Katja yields before the laws of Pandoria, but James is still hypnotized. Alex then challenges Katja to another competition after Pandoria's ancient codes, and they race along Devil's Gap. Alex wins, and now Katja has to let go of James from the hypnosis. James may be back, but the danger is not. He's haunted by strange memories and visions, and after Linda helps him to sort them out, they see a vision where Mr. Sands has put a curse on their seals in Pandoria in order to release Garnock. The Soul Riders decide to go to Pandoria and destroy their seals so Mr. Sands can't use them. And one by one, they ride on the path of the winds from the secret Stonehenge into Pandoria. They're faced with the maze and shadow creatures inside Pandoria and has to race against time. They have to destroy their seals before it's too late. However, they make it, and the episode ends off with them standing in the Stonehenge and the final text is shown on the screen. And so we leave the little coast town on Jorvik, a place with ancient evil but also great courage. The Soul Riders has been born and dark powers appears to be beaten. But deep down on the bottom of the ocean, Garnock plans to once again escape from his prison. The evil has great patience but no inhibitions, and will fight the humankind again. No one knows if that happens tomorrow or in 100 years, but whenever it does, when that time comes, the world has 4 fighters named Lisa, Linda, Anne and Alex, the Soul Riders and the bearers of Starshine's legacy. Now, some of you may wonder, what the heck, did you basically summarize the whole Starshine Legacy series, Northena? Wasn't that unnecessary? Well, I did this because of the 3 games that came before SSO, I think Starshine Legacy is the game with the most and important backstory. And playing these games makes some things in SSO so much clearer, since we don't get so much backstory in SSO. For example, in episode 3, when Anne is going to save Concord, you can walk around and read the story how and why Garnock is lying on the bottom of the ocean outside the coast of Jorvik. But of course, not everyone cares about these kinds of facts. But I do. I love nerd facts, which makes these games really important to the story in SSO, and I wanted to share this with you guys. That's why I made a summary of basically the whole game series. Now let's jump to the next game, Star Academy. This game series was also produced by Hidden Entertainment and Pixel Tales. Even though the games take place in Jorvik, these games are about singing, dancing and performing rather than horses. The 4 games in the series are Audition, Showtime, Breakthrough and Starstruck. In every game, the player gets to choose which character to play as, either as Brittany, Kaomi or Lisa. Unlike the Starshine Legacy series, I won't give a summary of Star Academy. These 4 games are basically a lot of singing competitions, and in the last game, Starstruck, there's a sing-off at the Jorvik arena between the player and the bad guys. The last game is Star Stable. Just like the previous games, it's divided into 4 games. These are called the Autumn Rider, the Winter Rider, the Spring Rider and the Summer Rider. The games were produced by Hidden Entertainment, Stabenfeld and Pennygirl and came out 2008. They also lie as a base for SSO. Every game takes place in a different part of Jorvik and has the main plot of the player having to go from being a rider without much experience to winning a competition in which few have the possibility to participate in. On the way towards this competition, the player meets many different characters who all want to help with something, and these quests lead the player to new places and new people. In each of the games, the player starts out at a stable, where the stable keeper teaches him or her how to ride and care for his or her horse. The player then gets to explore the surroundings and work his or her way upwards. But like the previous games, you can only play as a girl. Every game has its own theme. The Autumn Rider has cross-country, the Winter Rider has show jumping, the Spring Rider has dressage, and the Summer Rider has western. And after Star Stable, we all know the game that was released 2011. Star Stable Online is the latest game about Jorvik and its Soul Riders. This time, the players are not one of the original 4 Soul Riders, but a new one. A new Soul Rider that have not only one, but all the 4 elements of Sun, Lightning, Star and Moon. We have fought Dark Core several times, and more to come. Everything to stop them from releasing their leader Garnock from his prison. And as always, I'm excited to see how the story continues. And I think this is it, guys. Now I have told you about everything that happened on Jorvik before Star Stable Online. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you hopefully learned something new about the Soul Riders and their story. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
For centuries, mystery has surrounded the island of Jorvik. Legend says Jorvik was once nothing more than a desolate rock in the cold, dark sea. Until one magical and stormy night, a star struck down. A girl on horseback sprang forth from the fading flames. She rode gracefully across the surface of the stormy water, leaving calm and stillness in her wake, carrying with her a light and a golden harp. The girl and her horse reached the bleak and lifeless shores, and she cast down her light in the very center of the island. Waves of life began to surge across the island, and all that was once cold and dark was brought to life through warmth and light. Legend has it that the horses of Jorvik share a special bond with the islanders. Deep beneath the sea, an ancient force of evil known as Garnok has been resting since the beginning of time. In secret, the mystical keepers of Aideen fight to keep the darkness away and protect Jorvik from those who want to destroy its light. In times of despair, a sisterhood of soul riders will ride forth to protect the island from the evil that seeks to rip the world apart. It is foretold that a sisterhood led by a heroic and fearless girl will appear on horseback, will bring hope and light back to those who believe that all is lost. Are you that girl?
Hey everyone, this is Stacy from Girl Gamer here to talk to you about a horse and rider MMO called Star Stable. Starting out as a CD-ROM game distributed in Europe, the idea has evolved into an ever-growing world where young girls can create a character and a horse, chat with friends, create riding clubs, compete in races, face many challenges, and more. With 3 million players in over 180 countries, Star Stable exposes players to new friends from all around the globe. Beautiful scenery and weekly updated content, currently centered around holiday themes, create a stunning environment for players and their horse to explore. The world is called Jorvik, and while players begin in Moorland to the south, the larger map slowly becomes available to them as they complete more quests and challenges. The primary focus of Star Stable is, of course, the horses. Not only do you buy them and race them, you must take care of them. Watering, feeding, and grooming must be done every day, or else your horse will become unhappy and not perform well, as indicated by the red unhappy face or green happy face in the top left corner. The more you log in, the happier your horse will be. Each player has access to a stable. Inside, you'll find amenities such as a sink to collect water or an armoire to store clothing and gear you're not using. Also inside, you'll be able to set up care for your horse if you're going to be away for an extended period of time. This saves you the trouble of worrying about your horse becoming miserable while you're gone and losing that performance bonus. An integral part of gameplay in Star Stable, like many other MMOs, is completing quests. The main storyline of the game involves players working together with other players and their horses to save Jorvik from dangerous enemies without any of the violence found in countless other games. This makes Star Stable a perfect MMO for teen and preteen girls. If you have any knowledge of horses, you can appreciate the realistic details Star Stable has included in the game. If you aren't familiar though, the game never makes you feel behind. In fact, you'll learn many things, such as the difference between horse gaits. As you move, your gait will be indicated in the lower right corner by a different colored horse icon. Each breed is beautifully detailed to resemble its real-life counterpart. Maneuvering the horse certainly seems tricky at first, but being given the option to either use the mouse button or keys to steer, you'll quickly get the hang of it. If you become a paying member or Star Rider, you'll also be able to earn the ability to jump. Entering towns means you'll find places to shop for new horses, clothes, gear, and even a new look for your rider. You can use gold earned in the game or star coins, which become available as a paying member. There are a number of horse breeds available, with each horse boasting different bonuses to attributes such as strength, discipline, and speed. There's no shortage of breeds to pick from, and you'll soon find yourself a bit of a horse expert as you find out more about Andalusians, various thoroughbreds and warm bloods, Jorvik ponies, Frisians, paint horses, tinker horses, the newly introduced fjords, and the list goes on with the notion that even more will come along. Not only can you purchase horses, but you can spend your money on new clothing and gear, too. New hats, shirts, pants, and boots can be purchased for your rider, or a new blanket, saddle, and bridle can be purchased for your horse. You can even find bows and ribbons to decorate his tail and mane. You can use gold earned in-game by doing quests, or use star coins, which are earned by becoming a monthly subscriber. While this may seem like a pay-to-play concept, it's really no different from your typical subscription MMO. Star Stable actually even offers you the option to pay one reasonable sum to become a lifetime member, never having to pay monthly again. Many MMO players can really appreciate this option. You'll also have the ability to update your rider's look. Different hairstyles, colors, and various makeups are available to change, and as the game is just now becoming available worldwide, more skin colors and options are currently in the works. Another big part of the game is racing. Oh boy, is there some tough competition out there. Numerous factors play into a race, such as your horse's stats, level, and overall happiness. If you've kept your horse maintained, he gains a performance bonus. Unhappy horses are not happy to race. Steering is tricky at first, but remember, the faster you're going, the wider you need to turn. After watching various races online, I learned there are some tricks and shortcuts to it. It also helps to be a paying member and have the ability to jump over specific obstacles. Speaking of paying members, now's a good time to go over payment options available. The first 4 levels of Star Stable are absolutely free. This gives you an excellent opportunity to decide if you really like the game. If you decide to continue on and level higher, there are 4 options you can choose. 1 month is $7.49. A 3-month subscription is $19.50. A 6-month subscription is $31.99, or if you'd like to pay once and be done with it, $69.95 will get you a lifetime membership. This means you'll be able to play Star Stable for as long as it's online, for little more than the cost of a console game. This is by far the best option. Star Stable Online is a fun and safe place for girls. While boys are welcome to play, there are no male avatars and no plans to create them in the future. Although targeted at teen and preteen youngsters, I'm in my 20s and I still find this game to be a lot of fun. Don't be afraid to reach out to us at Girl Gamer or the folks at Star Stable for any further questions or information. Thanks for joining me. This is Stacy from Girl Gamer, and I'll talk to you again soon. Hey guys, Stacy here, checking out the brand new Star Stable Horses app. It's so exciting because foals have finally made the journey to Star Stable. They're just in mobile form. But it's so cool. I can't help but think this is going to be kind of like a Tamagotchi, my virtual pet that I took everywhere, that I will have to take care of and raise, and I wasn't great at it, but if I keep up with it after, I believe it's 10 days, I can then purchase this horse and put it into the game, into Star Stable Online, at level 10. That's the coolest thing. You don't have to, you guys know how bad I am at leveling horses, so I will be able to have a level 10 horse. Hooray! Look at this adorable farm. I'm so excited. Look at that barn. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. I'm talking way too long. Welcome. Your help is needed to care for all of the new Mustang foals on the island of Jorvik. Okay. Raise your foal until it reaches level 10. After that, use star coins to transfer the horse to Star Stable Online. The price is the same as an SSO, but it will be a level 10 horse. Or you can reset the game and play again. And then that way you can also get all of the horses. There's only 3 available right now, but more will come in the future. So now we get to choose black and white. Oh, here's our cream colored one. And white. I'm so torn. I really kind of want the black and white one. But this guy is so handsome. No, I'm gonna do the black and white. I'm gonna do it because he kind of looks like Westfire, except different colors. So that'll be really fun. What am I talking about? I'm probably gonna get all of them. So we'll just pick this one. Oh no, now we have to pick a name. Alright. This must be random. Rock Dust. If I didn't have a rock beam, I would probably pick that because rock dust is cool. Quick Dust. We should keep Dusk. Oh, I keep saying Dust, and it's Dusk. I think Dust would be cool. Oh, there's Dust right there. Ah! Opal Dust. That'd be like opal, right? Onyx Dust. Obsidian Dust. Moon Dust. Oh, he'd be like Moon Diamond. Mist Dust, that would be hard to say. I think Mint Dust, also difficult to say. Marble Dust, Lucky Dust. Ooh, Lucky Dust. I'm gonna go with that. Welcome to the family, Lucky Dust. Well, not yet. Not yet. Ooh, how to play. Raise your foal by doing daily tasks. You'll find the tasks in the notepad in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. You can reset the game and choose a new foal at any time in the settings menu. Perfect. Ooh, okay. Complete your daily tasks to unlock more training. Washing, brushing, hoof picking, watering, and feeding. Oh, hello. Let's give him a treat. Should it be a carrot, an apple, sugar cube, or hay? Well, an apple, of course. I say of course, but... He loved that. Have another one. Here, have another one. You're not real. You can have as many apples as you want. Yay! I should take a picture. Oh. We're done with that, I guess. Love. We're going to love it. Oh, you can pet him. And you see his happiness is going up, or his affinity toward petting. I'm not sure. Awesome. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, pictures. I just took a picture myself, but... Oh, this is fantastic. Check that out. Hold your horses. Look, I'm steering him. Come over here, buddy. Oh, we need to get a picture. This is so cool. Zoom. I don't want to zoom too much. I like the background. Picture. Oh, he turned his head. Picture. Perfect. No! Oh, this is awesome. So you could tilt the camera up and down and then zoom in. Oh, look at that. Now got a picture. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, Lucky Dust is so photogenic. This is so fantastic. Okay. Now what happens when we click the barn? He's in a stable. Look. Look. It looks like our old stables. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, so here we can do our food. Have some hay. I'm not sure what those other things are. Pellets or something maybe. Oh gosh, look at him eat. I'm taking so many pictures. Oh, congratulations, quest completed. Look, it's one of the happy horses from the horse stickers. Which I don't have yet because I'm on Android, but at least I can record my gameplay. Brush it, brush it, brush it. Beautiful. Looking beautiful there, Lucky Dust. Ooh, brush his butt, and his front, and his hair. Ah! All the hearts. Quest completed. Next we need, water. And it fills up the trough. Even drinking, he's super adorable. This is better than a Tamagotchi because Tamagotchis you couldn't really see and pet your pet. It just looked like dots on a screen. It didn't look like anything. Look at, he's slowly leveling up. Fantastic. Okay, hoof picking time. Oh. Oh. This requires actual work. Okay. Awesome. We only had to do one hoof. Ooh, hose it down. Hose him down. You guys, I think this is stuff we're going to be able to do in our home stables at some point. I don't know for sure, but I think that's the plan. Sponge! Oh, Soapy! Hee not in your eyes! Oh no! Oh, lots of soap. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Oh, hose it down. Hose him down. Get rid of all the bubbles. Sorry, I got some soap in your eyes. I won't do that tomorrow. It's a learning experience, okay? Wait, did we do everything today? What's left? Training! Well, okay. How do we... Oops. Well, hold on now. How do we do training? What's this button? Progress. Can you change his name? You guys, you can change their name before you officially bring it into the game. Oh, that's how we do it. We click on it. Oh, what's happening? I'm not sure. Oh! Oh no! I'm doing a bad job. X out. Let's try that again. I think we're just supposed to follow the steps. Okay, then we wait. I was too anxious. I did not wait. Cool. Oh, Lucky Dust, you're doing amazing. Perfect! No X's that time. No X's. Yes! Leveled up! Level 2! Look at that beautiful artwork. Hint, finished all quests for the day. There are more fun things to do in the menu below. Oh, we did those. We did everything, though. Awesome. So then you can run them around the paddock here, take more pictures, get to know your little guy before you bring him into the game. Hooray! So after 10 days, once he gets to level 10, we can bring him into Star Stable for 969 star coins, the price of a Mustang. Except he'll be level 10, so he has a little bit of an advantage. And I think this is a fantastic way to kind of bond with your horse a little bit more before buying them. Because as I was saying in my previous Let's Play, I've just bought so many horses recently that there's so much going on. I don't have as much time to bond with them. I definitely don't get as much time to go on and train with them. So this is great. I'm gonna have so many strong feelings for Lucky Dust before he ever makes it into Star Stable Online. What a cute little dude. So let me know, you guys, which foal you picked, what you named them, which ones you'd like to see added in here in the future, because there can't just be 3. There's gonna be more. There has to be more. I love the background with the flowers, the trees, and it's still all very reminiscent of Star Stable. You can even venture into the classic look of the stables. That's so cool. I love it. I'm so happy. I hope you guys enjoy it too. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you next time. Bye!